This is a bad omen. This is your last moment. This is a bad omen. Static in the silence, hairs upon my neck, voices outside calling. Are they living? Are they dead? Can you feel it? The tension creeping. Fire breaking up my soul. Something wicked as they come. This is a bad omen. This is your last moment. This is a bad omen.
Stare in the darkness. Are you scared? Are you free? I can be fair or a monster. Tell me now, which one do you need? I can feel deep tearing to me. Rip me to pieces, rock me to sleep. I can feel eyes staring at me, getting uneasy, ready to feed. I can feel deep. I can feel deep. I can feel deep. I can feel deep tearing me. Swear that you're heartless. Say a prayer for the weak. You should beware when the sharks swim. Take a vow, too vulgar to speak. I can feel deep tearing to me. Rip me to pieces, rock me to sleep. I can feel eyes staring at me, getting uneasy, ready to feed. I can feel deep. I can feel deep. I can feel deep. I can feel deep tearing me. Stare in the darkness. Is there air? Will you drown? Stare in the darkness. Follow me down. 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 I can feel deep. I can feel deep. I can feel deep. I can feel deep tearing me.
So, hi, welcome. I hope everyone's having a great night. I'm kind of waiting to see if this mic is sounding good or not. So let me know, chat pack. Are you guys able to hear me? How does the mic sound? Sweet, I just got the word the mic is working wonderfully. So, hi guys, it's story time. I am Psycheshire, your host. Welcome to my domain. So, tonight we're going to be having story time with Shadows of New York. But we're going to do a very quick intro. So, let's see. If you are not used to being here or you're new, welcome. Giving you just a heads up, look at some of the panels. These panels down here have things like about me. They talk about my streaming times, which I'm doing Tuesdays and Thursdays. I think I'm going to do 11 to midnight, somewhere between 11 and 11:30 and midnight on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. And then if I feel freaky, anytime in between. But that's what I'm intending to do for the this particular story stream. Anything else could be anything from Beat Saber, which is another of my dear love, to Phasmophobia or Dead by Daylight. So we'll see. It could be any of those. But this particular story has a regular stream I am intending to do Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays between 11 and 11:30 for about an hour or so, give or take, depending on where I decide to stop. So, given that, it also has my rules, as well as how to contact me. There's my Twitter, there's my YouTube channel. We just uploaded a whole bunch of stuff to the YouTube channel tonight. And there's my Twitter account. Feel free to contact me on either one. DMs, messages are always open. There's information about me. There's also pictures of me in cosplay and stuff about my emotes. So, basically, that is it. Yes, I have a new VR system. I've been playing Phasmophobia. If you, not on VR, I haven't tried that yet. But if you have not played Phasmophobia, that is some scary shit. I am not gonna lie. I actually have a video of me almost like in tears having a panic attack on Phasmophobia. It is, I don't even know how to explain that game. I love it. I love it so much, but it scares the living hell out of me every time I play it. So much worse than Dead by Daylight. I haven't tried it in VR yet. I'm not sure if I could actually do that, but I may actually try it just for the heck of it. Not to stream it, but just to actually try it. So, you're still waiting? You're waiting for the, what, the video? You're talking about the video of, the one where I'm like freaking out? I've got two of them. I thought I might have showed you two of them, Magic. I can't remember. I think I showed you one. I didn't show you the second one. Anyway, yeah, it's stupid funny. But anyway, so given that, that is something coming down the pike. Yeah, I do have a second one. I showed you one. I didn't show you the second. Okay, I'll show you the second one. I was like literally in tears. I don't know if I was crying or laughing, but it was bad. It was worse than the first one. It just keeps getting worse because it's such a scary game. But anyway, so given all of that, my goal is to get back on my streaming schedule because I miss it and I got off of it, so I need to get back on it again. If you guys can think of a time that is better or a day that you think would be better based on streams that you're watching from other people that are similar to this, or you just think would be better for me, do not hesitate to message me. I would say that I don't bite, but that is a complete lie. But I won't bite you necessarily if you just send one message saying, hey, just want to let you know, could you please stream on these days or these nights? I am totally open to that. So, ghost Karens are far more frightening than normal Karens. Holy shit, are you not kidding? That is some freaky mess. Anyway, so that is that. We're about to start our story. I hope everybody's had a good weekend so far, and mine's been good. Like I said, my car's all screwed up. I'm trying to figure out that stuff. Might get me a new one. I'm thinking about it, maybe. But other than that, all things are good. I will say I did get a professional mic. I have not had a chance to hook it up yet. I actually have a lighting system I bought and a professional camera, but I don't think I want to use that. I'm rather shy. So, given all that, you guys ready for story time? I'm ready for a story. Oh, reminding you, as we do this, for those of you that are new, as I go through the story, it's a text-based, Shadows of New York. It's going to give me opportunities to pick choices. Choose 1, 2, 3, or 4 options. I need you, Chat Pack, to act fast. So read fast, act fast. If I say, Chat Pack, what do you pick? 1, 2, 3, or 4? Do not snooze, or you're going to lose. I want to make sure that we're going to... Is there static in the background? How's that? Is that any better? Hopefully it is. That's why I got a professional mic. It's because I knew this thing's going... So let's hope we can keep it going. Is it any better? Oh, good. I almost have that thing up in my mouth. That's what you call the real bite me, huh? So, let's try this again. You ready for the game? Make sure that when I ask you for choices, you don't wait and sit and watch. Actually say something. Pick 1, 2, 3, or 4. Y'all ready? All right, guys. Buckle up, Buttercup. This is going to be one hell of a ride. And you should hear a little bit of a click in just a second. 3, 2, 1. Click. Ooh, how's that for timing? Can you guys see the game? I'm pretty sure you can hear the audio, hopefully. But I'm hoping you can also see the game at the same time. Let me know, and then we will move on to play. So good? Ooh, so good. Let's do this. Let's load that game. Julia, Night 4. And so we leave in a rush. Funny, considering what she told me about being in a hurry yesterday. We're here. She thanks the chauffeur and lets me out of the car into a quiet neighborhood somewhere in Queens. Seemed like you were in a rush. I couldn't stand the crowd. She's honest. Probably performatively so, just to get into my good graces. Well, it's working. And why is that? In my experience, gathering like those always enable a boring pack mentality. All the familiar lies we tell ourselves to justify lusting for more. Repeated ad nauseum. Alright, 1, 2, 3, chat pack. Either what lies are you telling yourself, or yesterday you said, or I need guidance. Which way are we going to go? 1, 2, or 3, chat pack. What do you think? Definitely 1. 1. Come on, give me one more. I have to always have at least 3. Looks like a 1. Let's check it. And what lies are you telling yourself? Her aura immediately turns colder. You have bigger issues to worry about, sweetheart. Ah, well, at least I know how familiar I can get with her. That I do. Back at the yard hole, you said something about guiding me, but I have 0 idea what to do. None whatsoever. I had a few necessary arrangements to make over the phone before we got here to ensure your pretty little head stays attached to your neck. For now, anyway. I am grateful, but I still feel way out of my depth. I need to know what to do. You used to make a living as an investigative journalist, did you not? Investigate the murder. In TV shows where an investigative journalist gets too close to the heart of a politically incendiary case, it rarely goes well. A cat's head on their porch, a bullet to the head. So, you're afraid you might be a pawn in a game you don't understand? That your elders consider you a disposable asset? That a single wrong move might cost you everything you hold dear? It sounds about right, yeah. Well, by the sound of it, you understand your situation perfectly. By the way, I hate to say it, her name's Catherine, her eyes are green, so are mine, except my name starts with a C. I just had to point that out, it was driving me crazy. Okay, I'm over it. Don't belittle me. I need your advice. Be anything you want, but don't be boring, Julia. If I wanted to belittle you, I would have drowned you in platitudes long ago. The voice you gave Kat interview for a mysterious death of her husband. It does. It sounds like a Clue game, doesn't it? Almost sounds like she's one of those characters in that game Clue. Know thyself, believe in your strength, trust no one, act confident, turn the chessboard around and read your opponent's mind. Read Sun Tzu and quote him incessantly. Say, do you feel any better now? Can I ask you something? Seeing as Mia is still not here, of course. Do you know who killed Baron Callahan? I haven't the slightest idea. Were you emotionally impacted by his death? Not at all. Did you know him? Only passingly, I'm afraid. I expected him to perish sooner than later, so I never bothered to improve our relationship. Why are you helping me? Am I? That remains to be seen. What do you mean? You do not want a painfully honest answer. But I do. She stares me down. Her irreverent tone makes it impossible to guess what she's feeling, even more so than the mask. When I look at you, I see someone pitiful, someone whose hunger is purely biological, just an animalistic rush. When I saw a burgeoning plan to put you in a situation that is way beyond your capabilities, I offered my help. I was curious to see your true colors reveal themselves firsthand. When everything is said and done, and Callahan's killer is pointed out, will you be a whimpering animal or a victor taking the spoils? I cannot wait to find out. I don't know what to say. Is she provoking me, or... Mia should be here any second. You have time for one more question. 1, 2, or 3, chat pack. Think carefully. This can impact the game. What makes you important? Who is Mia? And why do you hide your face? I'm going to say I lean towards 1 or 3. Who Mia is irrelevant because she's about to be here and you're going to be able to figure it out. So it's either 1 or 3 if I were guessing. And I'm kind of not exactly sure which one. What are you thinking? You're thinking 1. We got a 1, a 3, and a 3. I think what makes you important, she's going to sound arrogant. I think. She's not going to specify what. She's not going to sit there and say, I am important because I'm part of a plot and blah, 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 blah. So I'm not exactly sure. Not important, or she knows way more. I think she probably knows way more than what she's saying. But why do you hide your face? This might be the only time we're able to even ask that. The rest we might be able to find later. So I am going to go with 3. I hope I'm not being rude, but, is there a reason you keep your face hidden? Oh, maybe she ain't going to answer it. Yes, there is a reason. And yes, you are being rude. Sorry. I'm just curious. I understand, but let's say I prefer everyone to come up with their own theories. The more stories they'll invent, the less relevant the truth will be. But anyway, here's Mia. Yeah, well, that didn't help much, did it? Shit. A woman around my age emerges from around the corner of the street. she looks like a brouhaha. She looks pissy. I've never met her before, but if I had to describe her in 2 words by her aura alone, I'd guess those words would be permanently angry. Even more so than your average anarch. You think she's a nos? I mean, it could be she's a nos. That would have been my first guess. She just doesn't exactly look like what a nos would look like, I think, but I could be wrong. You must be Catherine Weiss. And you must be Mia Morgan. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Pleasure's mutual. This your girl? Julia Sawinski, the La Zombra Primogen. The La Zombra representative. I correct her automatically. At this point, it's a habit. Good. If you were Primogen, I might have tried to kill you here and now. I swear to God, she's got to be a brouhaha. Is Torque still on the site? Nah. Told him I'd take it from here. By the end of tonight, he needs to look like a natural candidate for the leader of the New York City Anarchs. It's going to take a lot of driving around and negotiations. How did he react to finding Callahan's remains? He hasn't exactly elaborated on his feelings, but I expect he reacted the same way every true believer in the cause did. It's this complicated mess of all the possible feelings under the moon. I'm telling you, that's a brouhaha. So, he was the first one who to the murder site? Oh, so you're already calling it a murder site. Does the Ivory Tower know something we don't? It's not the official position, but I'd expect a lot of them think it's Torque, who stood to benefit the most from the boss' death. And it sounds like he's quick to jump on new opportunities. You don't know him. Yes, but I'd love to meet him and ask him some questions, especially if he was the one who found the body. Well, if you're meeting Torque at all, it won't be tonight. He's too busy. I was assigned to investigate. I won't be able to do it properly if I'm not able to question key witness. I'll arrange for him to see you this week. This week? Aren't the tensions a little too high for delaying an investigation like this? Well, Torque's work is our best shot at making sure they won't get higher. So boo fucking who. I'm his right-hand woman, though. You got any questions? Direct them to me. Maybe the two of you should just head to Callahan's office. The discussion here does not seem to be going in the right direction, nor in a particularly interesting one. You're not coming? Torque and you are not the only ones who have their work cut out for them tonight. I trust you can take it from here. And Mia, be easy on her. In slightly different circumstances, I expect the two of you would have ended up on the same side of the barricades. Uh-huh. Take care. She heads back to her vehicle. Well, follow me. I'll show you his place. It's 19th century style office. Classical, wooden, smelly. The stuffy air of books, old furniture, and dust covers much of the fragrance of decay. But not all of it. This is the first time I've seen the remains of a vampire who has met final death. I heard stories of really old kindred crumbling to dust, but that's an exaggeration. At least, it didn't happen here. When kindred die, time catches up with them. If you offed me right now, I'd probably turn into an ugly, leaky corpse. But Callahan was well over a century old. It's like looking at a dapper mummy. Hey, Haz! How's it going? Glad to have you here, Haz. Enjoy the story with us. Come sit, relax. A desiccated body and a heap of musty clothes. All that is left of the mighty boss, Douglas Callahan, Anarch, Baron of New York City. If that's really him. Needless to say, it might be a little hard to establish the time of death or the cause, especially as his garb doesn't have any obvious damage. What a great place to start. Have you found anything suspicious? Nothing you don't see in front of you. Uh-huh. This door, the only point of entry to the room, right? Yes. Unless you count the windows, but nobody except for Callahan knew how to operate those, and they don't let air or light through. Metal blinders on the windows facing east, the only modern element of the room, sticking out like a sore thumb. They look automated. Was the door open when Torque got here? Well, that's the one suspicious thing. It wasn't. It's as if Callahan locked himself in from the inside. A closed room murder, huh? There's some glass scattered on the floor. I point at it. Could that be from the window? I checked it from the outside. It's in perfect condition. So what's this glass? I have no idea. Why does it seem like she has her suspicions, but is remaining uncooperative just because, fuck off Camarilla scum? I check the next point of interest. A wall safe. Surprisingly large. I play with the lock a bit. What's the combination? It's Callahan's. What makes you think I know? At least I tried. Because fuck the cam. Hashtag fuck the cam. We are Sabat. Most of us in here are Sabat anyway. Essentially. A desk with nothing but an envelope on it. Nothing inside. I check all the drawers. Every single one has been thoroughly emptied. I don't know what I expected. Is this how the Anarchs go around securing crime scenes? Were these emptied before Torque arrived? I don't know, but I wouldn't accuse him of tampering with evidence if I were you. What? Look, I can think of a few thumb powers that can do this. Yeah, I'm thinking of several. I'm thinking of several at the moment. Well, thank you. The decor of the room is pretty minimal, so there's not a lot of points of interest that could illuminate the case. I start getting nervous. I point at the painting on the wall. Of course, you have no idea who that is. Callahan's ancestor, I guess. I'm out of ideas. Everything I look at feels like another dead end. I'm frustrated. I feel as if I failed this investigation before it has even started. There must be something more. I start walking around, trying to find a single clue. Mia just watches me indifferently. Give me anything. Anything. God damn it. Anything. A shadow blinks in and out of existence near Callahan's remains. Ooh, somebody's an obfuscate. I'll bet you that's obfuscate. What do you think? It's either obfuscate or La Zombra crap. But I'm almost thinking that is... I don't know. It's one of the two. Wraith? You think it's a wraith? Maybe. I freeze in place. 1, 2, or 3. Either ... or don't be afraid, or are you trying to help me? Which one? Chat pack. 1, 2, or 3. I am leaning to 2. You think it's a wraith? Why would a wraith do that? You wouldn't go. You would go with 3. So 1, 2, or 3, chat pack. What do you think? We got a 2. We got a 2. We got a 3. Anybody else want to throw something in? Because Giovanni. We got a 2, a 2, a 3. What else? Anybody else want to vote in? I'm going to say... Wait, wraiths are valuable infiltrators. We'll go 2. Since we have a majority 2. Don't be afraid of me. The only thing I'm afraid of you is wasting too much of my time. Doesn't seem like Mia noticed it. Give me just a moment more. She groans under her nose and goes back to messaging someone on her phone. When she does, the shadow appears again. Once again, blink in, blink out. Could something be there? I approach the clothes and start searching them for a clue. Maybe they missed something. Getting desperate, huh? Just being thorough. We've searched the bastard like 3 times. He had nothing of interest on him. How about this? A small card, barely noticeable, looking a bit like a shopping list, is shoved deep into an almost invisible hole in the fabric. I take it out and show it to Mia. Huh? You didn't plant that there, did you? No. Did you? Shove off. What's on it? It's a list of 4 names. D'Angelo, Hope, Agathon, Tamika. Whoa, isn't Tamika... Tamika was a gangrel. Wasn't Tamika a gangrel from a prior game? Now I'm wondering if D'Angelo, Hope, and Agathon were also from that prior game. It's the coterie from the last game. I remember Tamika, because I remember that name. She was Gangrel. Wait, wasn't Hope Malkavian? Tamika was Gangrel. I can't remember. Was D'Angelo the Tremere and Agathon the Nosferatu? Or is it the reverse? I can't remember. But I remember them from that. Any idea what this is about? Agathon Tremere, D'Angelo was the Nos. Okay. I had those two reversed. I couldn't remember, but yeah. Got it. Beats me. She's lying. But I don't care. Tomorrow night I will meet up with Kadir and ask him to help me figure it out. I think I'm done here. Don't let that door hit you on the way out. Ooh, she's a bruja bitch, ain't she? Guess she sees me as nothing more but an enemy agent. When will I get to meet with Torque? If, and that's a big if, he will agree to meet you on a one-to-one basis. Catherine will let you know. And they just spelled it correctly with my name. Sorry, it's the little pleasures in life. Geek, geek, geek. Just thought I'd say that. He probably won't let a loyal Camarilla lapdog like you see him without her oversight anyway. Camarilla lapdog, huh? It's a risky play, of course, and might backfire, but maybe I'd benefit if I put my loyalty to the court into question. 1 or 2. Either a Camarilla lapdog, I don't think so, or nah, not worth it. 1 or 2. Which way do you want to go, chat pack? Which way do you want to go? Mia's making me want to send a shadow tendril somewhere that is entirely uncomfortable. Yeah, it's kind of like with me and claws. I have some claws I'd like to extend outward to her. So we got a 1 and we got a 2. What do we want to do? 1 or 2? Come on, people, vote. Vote, 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 vote. Do you have any more votes? I'll give it a few more seconds before I choose. I'm kind of 50-50 on it, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm kind of a sassy person, so I could see doing number 1. But at the same time, I'm not exactly sure if it's a good idea or not. But I'm going with majority vote. We got 3 votes, and I've got 2 1s. I don't know how it'll turn out. If you guys make me die, I'll be mad. And then we'll start over again. So we'll try 1. A Camarilla lapdog? Please. Well, aren't you? Trust me, I'm not the type who bites the hand that feeds her. But the court's favorite pastime is leaving me starved. So it's like that, huh? Yeah. She studies me carefully. I will keep that in mind, depending on how the situation unfolds. Good. In the meantime, have a good night. You too. It's getting late or early, depending on how you look at it. Once I leave Callahan's office, I head straight to Dakota's apartment. I try to sneak by to my bedroom, but she's up waiting for me. How was your night? Shit. Tomorrow. What happened? You look like something the cat dragged in. Tomorrow. I promise. But I'm worried. Don't be. Tomorrow. She gives me a concerned look, then closes her eyes, slumps her shoulders, and frowns. All right. You're the best. I reach my pitch black room and throw myself on the bed. The responsibilities, the stakes, the way I always feel too slow to react properly in these situations. I don't want to think. I want to turn off my brain. I want to drift into the void. Into the void. Into the void. Into the void. We got this dude, and we got rest. Says you need to rest. Okay, fine, we rest. You have received your first trait. Some choices in the game will push Julia towards different ways of thinking, which will have a lasting effect on her throughout the story. You will see a brief pop-up at the top of the screen anytime you receive a new trait. You can always view any unlocked traits in the log screen, accessed through the top left icon. Remember that ruthlessness is the mark of a true Les Ombres, but you might walk another path before reaching that destination. Fooyah! Always told you you'd make it big. Get real. These assholes are just using me as a pawn in some stupid fourth-dimensional chess game. As opposed to just keeping you off the chessboard, don't be a glass half empty, buzzkill. Watch them make me a scapegoat or something. That would be exciting. I could write a book about living with a 21st century Lee Harvey Oswald. Hey, we got a raid! Woo! I just spotted that. Thank you for the raid, guys. Thank you so very much. I love my raids. Thank you, Rin. You are awesome. Let's put out a special shout out for Rin Vindor. Make sure you guys go jump on his channel real quick and hit him up. Go follow him just as much as you follow me. Welcome, guys, all of you that are new to my stream. I am Psycheshire, and this is my domain. Feel free to relax, sit back, and enjoy. We're right in the middle of story time with Vampire the Masquerade, Shadows of New York. So feel free to relax. Let me tell you a story. Let me entice you. Let me give you that last feeding before you go to sleep. You also get to take part in our chat pack, which means you get to help me make decisions as we go through this story. So, take a look at some of my panels on my stream, and feel free to consider this your extra home. You are welcome here. Make sure you say hi if you just joined and you're from Rin Vindor. then make sure you reach out and say hi in my chat so I can see your name and go, yo, and acknowledge you. Everybody likes acknowledgement. So come on and say hi. I would say I wouldn't bite, but that would be a complete lie. I'll not only bite, I'll make it worth it. So, welcome, welcome. Relax, sit back. Let me tell you a story. So we're going to keep going. Come on, don't even joke like that. I haven't killed anyone. Julia, honey, neither did Oswald. Yeah, right. I keep forgetting. Stop wriggling or I'll mess your face up. Sorry. I'm always obedient when she's busy working on my makeup. I don't even think I know how to be obedient. I don't think that's in my vocabulary. It's hard to take care of your appearance, especially your face, when you can't even see yourself in the mirror. Not that I've ever been particularly good at it, but Dakota doesn't seem to mind. I'm her goth dress-up doll. Her presence in my own life is one of the few good things that my sire provided for me before fucking off to Chicago. Normally, I'd be told to find myself a ghoul, but many of our clan, myself included, finds the idea of ghouls distasteful. We're cat people, not dog people. We don't want mindlessly faithful servants. We want companions who rely on us, despite having, in theory anyway, the free will not to. The kind of relationship I have with Dakota would normally be a breach of the Masquerade's rules, but the rules are different for kindred who are Camarilla adjacent. Even losers like me. Simplifying here, but my sire made it clear that her child would not own slaves, and that was the end of the discussion. To be honest, I think the court mostly agreed to that request, but they wanted one more thing to blackmail me with. Just in case. What would you do in my place? If I had to investigate your elite's wrongdoings? Yeah. I'd probably look for those rich fuck pedophile rings. Look for the assholes who mention pizza suspiciously. Often see who has powerful friends in Manhattan jails. Stuff like that. Oh, come on. Nah, I'm serious. Search for the deep rot, and a lot of smaller crimes will get solved in the process. What's with it in you and conspiracy theories? What do you mean? You just told me your bosses are having eyes wide shut parties, and suddenly you don't believe in rich people's pedophile rings? I don't know. I don't know if I want to know. My point is, you act as if all the conspiracy theories are real, like you can't possibly believe all that shit. Half of it doesn't even make sense. Well, you want an interesting answer? Or a real answer? The real answer should be the more interesting one. She removes her brush from my face to gather her thoughts. Everyone's lost nowadays. Just look at the world. It's drowning in facts that fail to cohere into a single convincing narrative or a story that resonates. The corporate media wants you to believe in empirical thinking, but it always fails to deliver moral or metaphysical truths, and the people desperately lack those. So what do? They turn toward conspiracists, and suddenly They're able to navigate the world. And why is that? Because conspiracy theories give them emotional truths that serve as a compass. Is Bill Gates trying to insert satanic microchips into my body? Probably not. I hope not. Now, is he a terrible person? No idea, but there's ample evidence that might be the case. It's in his ruthless business strategies, the company he used to keep, the philosophies he follows. People look at him and they feel he's fishy. So when the media present him as a genius or a savior, and I post that he wants to put the mark of the beast in my body, they choose to believe me. Because it makes moral, emotional, and metaphysical sense to them, and ultimately, that's what matters most. The end. 1, 2, or 3, chatback. Either okay, I think I get it, or nah, I don't buy it, or Which one are we going with? 1, 2, or 3, chatback? You're thinking 1? We got another 1. What else? Give me one more. Come on, chatback. Don't hold back from me, please. 1, just because it gets you closer to Dakota. We'll go with 1. Wow. I'm 99% sure this is complete bullshit. But I'm buying it. I mean, it totally misrepresents most conspiracy nut jobs I know. But it's an interesting and fun to think about, so I don't really give a damn if it's the truth. See, that's the idea. You get it. You came up with this monologue yourself. Oh no, I read it on Facebook. Oh, figures. But just to make sure, vaccines are okay? Well, as far as I know, they don't cause autism. Good to hear. Anywho, I'm done. You're the best. Yeah, considering how many times I've done makeup on a dead body, I probably have enough job experience to be a mortician by now. Now that sounds like an exciting career, but in reality, it's probably the most boring thing under the sun. Yeah, I like my corpses talkative, pouty, and self-loathing. Shut up. This carcass will be leaving now. It's got a job to do. Go get 'em, Tiger. First thing I need to do, meet up with Kadir tonight and report to him. I hope he knows how to guide me out of this mess. What do you think? He should have time for me in an hour or two. In the meantime, I suppose it's time to find some, what's the most dehumanizing word I could use here? Nourishment? So, chat pack, on that note, yeah, I think we should go ahead and shut down, but we're going to raid. And we're going to raid a group called Near Dark Studios. Let me tell you about Near Dark. Near Dark is amazing. I will say that being part of what we call the Family, VAMILY, we tend to support each other. So we go and we raid each other on and on and on. What? Oh no, fang job? Oh, you're going to get a fang job, sweetheart. Keep playing. I'll make you bark. How about that? So, yes, we are going to raid Near Dark. So guess what, Rin? You're coming with us. We're going to all raid them together. And by the way, I am so honored you chose us. You are so amazing, Rin. Yeah, we need to, give them a shout out. We need to talk more, Ren. We haven't talked in a while. By the way, hit me up on Discord and say hey in messages. I'm cool with that. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go raid Near Dark Studios. You got a link to this dude? Which one? You talking Near Dark or Ren Vendor? You never catch me streaming. Yeah. The guy we're raiding? Oh, it's not a guy. It's an entire company. You'll see when you get in there. I promise they're amazing. So here we go. You guys ready? We're going to go ahead and shut this game down. But first, we're going to stream. So, raid NEARDARKSTUDIOS. Raid Near Dark Studios. And the rule is be loud, be proud. Tell them that Psycheshire sent ya. I'm coming with you guys. You ready? Let's be obnoxious. Let's be loud. I know they're playing Call of Cthulhu, but, hey, let's do it anyway. Let them know we're coming. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.